Big up, guys. Big up, guys. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, a lot to talk about. Reaction, obviously, from yesterday's game. Very good point in the end, 2-2. We deserved at least a point. Apologies if you see anything wrong with the Wi-Fi, by the way. It's going a little bit funny again. With the bad weather out there, don't help with the rain and everything else. It's a bit shit with the Wi-Fi, so apologies for that. But yeah, I would have been on sooner, but obviously having trouble with all this again. So, but anyway, going to get into this. It's really good game in the end. I'm glad we got a draw. We should have probably won it. We did have good chances to win. I think Chelsea, I don't think were that great, especially the first half. They were better the second half, a lot better. But that's only really because they brought Palmer and the likes on, Reece James and players like that they improved. I thought we dealt with them fairly well. Yeah, two great goals from Palmer and Caicedo, pretty much done us. But we still came back and we still got the draw. So we're being 1-0 up through Kevin Sade, of course. So, but anyway, before I go into all that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a tribute sadly, to Ricky Hatton, who passed away today at the age of 46. I'll just read these comments. Be up to you, Kev. You battled hard last night to get a well-deserved draw. More of the same throughout the season, and Brentford will be fine. Yeah, cheers, bro. Hopefully we can keep this going. It's brilliant. I think we shouldn't keep being defensive, trying to defend. It's not working that way. Let's go after them. Let's go attack. That is the best form of defence at times, is attack. And we do still tend to defend these leads. So, yeah, we do defend too much. And we've got to come out. We've got to start playing. It was the same under Frank as well. So, it's not like it's any different with Keith Andrews because, we still defended too much and it always cost us. And trying to hold on. You can't do it. We know we can't do it till we can't concentrate for 90 minutes plus now, of course. We can't do that. Anyway, big up, guys. Hope you're all good. By the way, Kev, great result for you guys as well. Sunderland, 0-0. Another point for you lot. Doing very well, Sunderland, so far this season. So good point for you guys. And against Palace, 0-0. Big up to you, Harry. Big up, guys. Hope we're all good. Good, buddy. Hope you're well as well. Hope you're good. RIP Ricky Hatton's incredibly sad news hearing that today. Exactly. It was very sad. And I'll just bring this up now and do the tribute here. It's just coming up very soon. A bit slow. There we go. Yeah, Ricky Hatton passed away today, sadly, at the age of just 46. Terrible news. It really was. Yeah, very sad. Great sportsman, great boxer. Great guy, apparently. Really nice guy out of the ring. A lot of these boxers are actually really nice blokes. They're not, all beasts and aggressive arseholes, wankers. Some are. We know they are. But always, Tyson is pretty much a bit like that. But although he's mellowed a little bit over the years, Tyson. But this guy was another true gent and a great guy. In the mould of probably Bruno and people like that. really great guys, and you know, he was a great boxer and a good bloke, and obviously he loved Man City. And of course, they done it for him today. They beat United 3-0. United are a mess. We know that, of course, definitely a mess, and getting worse for them now. Maybe Amorim might just be off, you know, after that. But well done to City. Great win for City. And they done it for this guy, I think, as well. You know, amazing win for City. And, you know, RIP to you, Ricky, and very sad. And our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends at this sad time. You know, we've lost another great sportsman, another great person, and it's really sad. But, you know, unfortunately, life moves on. We have to carry on, but it'll always live in our memories, of course, and we always see the footage of him boxing, as well as various other things on TV and things like that. It is incredibly sad. We just now, though, carry on, unfortunately, but it happens, and it comes to everyone eventually. We all know that. So, but that's really sad. R.I.P. Ricky Hatton passed away at the age of just 46 today. Horrible, sad news. We'll miss you, mate. Brilliant guy. Brilliant boxer. And as I say, you know, prayers and everything, commiserations go to his family and friends. And, you know, anyway, guys, we'll move on and get into the game today. And, yeah, it was, not today, yesterday, I should say. But, yeah, it was incredible. You know, 1-0 up. I was in dream world going 1-0 up here. I thought we really done well. I thought we was, you know, I don't think we played amazingly, not all the time, not amazing football all the time, but I thought we was in their faces, in behind, getting into Chelsea, into their backs, not giving them any time, you know, frustrating them. And they really didn't play in the first half. I thought we dealt with them really well the first half, and you know, we were defending well. You know, great ball by Jordan Henderson. Got to give him some credit again from Jordan Henderson. Actually, a really good game. He played the whole game as well this time, Jordan Henderson. So great stuff from him. Fantastic ball over the top for Kevin Shardy to score. And we all know about the equaliser from Carvalho as well. But I'm going to get into that now. Go into this article here. And we'll get into it. Right, yeah. Brentford 2, Chelsea 2. Late Carvalho equaliser secures point for Bees in West London derby. A late equaliser from Fabio Carvalho secured a point for Brentford in a 2-2 draw against Chelsea at GTEC Community Stadium on Saturday night. The Bees took the lead through Kevin Shardy in the first half, before Cole Palmer and Moises Caicedo netted after half-time. 2 great goals. Well, Caicedo was a fantastic goal, great goal. But then again, we were defending again and not getting out to him, letting him shoot, which wasn't good. But anyway, I'll get into that more as we go on. Yeah, but it was the Bees who had the final word in the West London derby after Carvalho's 93rd minute goal. Matthias Jensen made his first Premier League start since the opening day of the season, with the Danish midfielder replacing his countryman Mikael Damsgaard unfortunately missed out missed the West London derby through illness. It was a real shame. Andrews made one further change from the 2-1 defeat against Sunderland at Stadium of Light, with Ethan Pinnock introduced in the starting 11 in place of Dango Watara, and Pinnock done really well. I thought he played really good. He was very good at the back. So Vitaly Yanelt, who hasn't featured since April due to an issue in his heel, was named amongst the substitutes alongside deadline day signing Reece Nelson. Neither of those came on. I thought it would have been good to give Vitaly Yanelt a few minutes, but he might get that in the Carabao Cup. Vitaly Yanelt, because obviously we're playing Aston Villa this Tuesday in the Carabao Cup. So he may get some minutes there. You never know. The Bees' first chance of the game came inside the first 5 minutes when a long ball from Keane Lewis Potter was plucked out of the air fantastically by Igor Thiago. I thought he was pretty good, Thiago. I thought he was good. A lot of people say he's not great. I think he's pretty decent, and he's got to come into this. He's had a whole season off pretty much where he couldn't play with a terrible injury. At one stage, he looked like he was holding his hamstring or something, leg, another problem, but he got out, got through it, and carried on. Was fine. But I thought he was really good, and he has got 3 goals this season. So he's doing something. He's doing something right, and I think he can only get better. I'm sure. Yeah. It was plucked out the air fantastically by Igor Thiago. The striker cushioned it into the path of Shardy, who was also good, I thought, really good, who tried to find some room to shoot but couldn't, and his shot was blocked behind for a corner by Tosin Adarabiayo. Shardy got onto the end of the resulting set piece but headed wide. And it was the German forward who opened the scoring at the GTEC. After a good Michael Chiodi clearance at one end, Jordan Henderson picked up the ball in midfield and sent an exquisite pass over the top to Shardy, who squared up Tosin before finishing past Robert Sanchez. Brentford started the second half brightly, but the first chance of the period fell to the visitors. Half-time substitute Tyreek George beat the offside trap after a pass from Enzo Fernandez, but from a tight angle, Queven Kelleher did well to tip his effort around the post. The introduction of Palmer made the difference for Chelsea on the hour mark, as the attacking midfielder who had missed the Blues last 2 games for injury picked up a João Pedro header unmarked inside the 6-yard box and side-footed home. The hosts were so close to an immediate response, Jensen found Shardy inside the box, and with his back to goal, the German span and fired towards the far post, which forced Sanchez to scramble and tip it around his right post. Pinnock, on his first league start of the season, made a crucial block to keep the scores level. A long ball over the top played Pedro Neto into some space, but the centre-back kept up with him and lunged across to keep the shot out. Kelleher was the next to come to the rescue for the Bees when Neto found himself free again. The winger raced into the final third and played the ball across to Palmer, but the Bees keeper got down remarkably well to stop the Chelsea man from bagging his brace. Caicedo found Chelsea's second with 5 minutes to play. Debutant Alejandro Garnacho played the ball across the box, but it was only half cleared to the goal scorer, who fired from the edge of the area into the back of the net. Cracking goal. 2 very good goals, really. Watara came close to an equaliser soon after when he jinked inside and outside, before his deflected cross almost caught out Sanchez, who once again kept the ball out of the Chelsea net. But Brentford's second was eventually found in stoppage time when substitute Carvalho latched onto a Christopher Ayer flick from a long throw. tucking in from close range to secure a point for Andrew's side. The Brentford team, of course, was Kelleher, Coyote, Vandenberg, Collins, Pinnock, Lewis Potter, Henderson, Yarmulke, Jensen, Sade, and Thiago. Of course, as I say, no Damsgaard, unfortunately injured. We missed him really with his creativity and skill and ability. We missed him in the midfield, but I think we still done well. I think we really performed pretty well, and we nullified Chelsea at times. I think. Be up to you, not Frosty. In there, 2-2 was a fair result, but that last goal was offside. No, sorry, it wasn't. It wasn't, I'm afraid. It was definitely onside, my friend. Sorry about that. But, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, subs not used. Valdemarson, Onyeka, Yanelt, and Nelson. Chelsea line up with Sanchez, Fofana, Chalobah, Tosin, Hato, Caicedo, Fernandes, Neto, Buonanotte, Gittins, and Pedro. Subs not used: Jorgensen, Santos, Gusto, and Achimpong. Andrews on B's resilience. Keith Andrews said that Brentford's performance in their 2-2 draw against Chelsea summed up what his side is about. It was a relaxing morning until I found out Mikel was ill overnight, and that changed a little bit, said Andrews. The game was us. It was the resilience that doesn't surprise me. We were the better side in the first half. We caused no end of trouble with the way we set up and disjointed them and brought them into areas they didn't want to be. There were always going to be a reaction in the second half. They made substitutions, and that changes the momentum in the game. They got the goals, and then the way we reacted with the substitutions coming on and how we approached it and kept going. I thought we were relentless in how we kept going in the pursuit of the equaliser. Carvalho, that's what football is about. Fabio Carvalho talked through his stoppage time equaliser in the West London derby on Saturday. He explained, I knew that I wasn't going to win the first header, but I thought that if I snuck around, I might get my chance, and I did. We've been working on it on the training pitch, and it paid off today. He added, you got to smell where the ball's going to land. It was similar to the Bournemouth one where Chris Ayer knocks it down. I know there's a chance. I know there's a high chance that if he goes up, he'll win the header. I didn't get a chance to celebrate because Sepp Vandenberg jumped on me. But that's what football is about, and we more than deserved it. Exactly, I agree. Brilliant from him. Really good coming on. I thought he was good in that Carabao Cup as well against Bournemouth. He started fairly well, doing well. I really hope he continues now. I know he's a very good player, Carvalho. I really rate him. He has got talent. He has got ability. Not always proved it where he's been. But hopefully he will now. We got, obviously, Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup this Tuesday. That's at the G-Tech again. But of course, we've beaten them 1-0 in the Premier. Aston Villa. Could be tougher one this time. They made new signings, few new signings there. So it could be tougher. Watkins again, of course. We kept him out last time. Hopefully we can again this time. That'd be incredible. But, it's going to be a much changed team. I think maybe Damsgaard will be back if he recovers. I hope he recovers. Fingers crossed. He recovers from his illness he's got. And we'll play on Tuesday. Obviously, I'll do a preview. That'll probably be tomorrow. Thinking of doing the preview tomorrow. I may have a fan on. I don't know, a Villa fan, possibly. We'll see what happens. But anyway, back to this. And I'm going to do the player ratings now. and obviously Kelleher. I thought he was really good. He was a lot better than the last game against Sunderland. I thought he was at fault for that second goal. Let that go underneath him or whatever. He wasn't great with that head, he could have saved that header, I think. I think he could have saved it. But this one, I thought he was really good. He couldn't do anything about either of the goals. He made a really great save, especially in the second half against Tyreek George. Low down. I thought he was very good this time. I'll give him a 7. Coyote, I thought he still can be a little bit rash. He can be a little bit, I don't know, he's still got rawness about him. He's young still, but he has got ability, no doubt. He's a fine player. And, great right back. I think we got a really good right back. I think he's only going to get better. He's obviously Italian under 21 international. I think he's got the makings of a good player, really good player, and what I've seen of him. And, we got him permanently now. We only had him on loan before. I think there's plenty more to come from this guy. And I think he was a bit shaky sometimes. There was at times where got a little bit caught out. But he's got enough pace. He gets forward well. Long throw. Incredible long throw. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Because the thing at the end of the day, we did concede 2 goals still. So you can't exactly give him full marks. Because we did conceded 2. So, and some of them we didn't, a lot of the time we didn't go and go out to them. We let them get the shots in. We let them do things. Again, we've done that. It's not good enough. It's us defending again. Why are we defending? Let's get out. Get out of our area and attack. Because otherwise, we keep doing this. We will keep conceding. It got too easy for Chelsea sometimes in the second half. And you give players like that time, great players, they will do things. Cole Palmer was superb when he came on, but we let him do it. We let him do a lot of that. So it's not good enough. And Oris talks football. Has anyone seen Oris? Yeah. I take it is that you, Hardeep, or Flair? I expect it's Hardeep. Big up to you, bro. Your team lost again, Wolves. 1-0. No. Well, both of your teams, yeah. United as well. Oh dear. But yeah, Oris, he's doing a stream later, apparently at 8 with AK. He'll be full of it. Be loving it, loving life, the City fan. So that's 8 o'clock. So I'll be checking that out. And so getting back to this, well, obviously Lewis Potter was left wing back. He seems to be doing a good job still of that. We got obviously Rico Henry back pretty much now. But I think for the time being, he's good. He's doing well again. It's Hardy, bro. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so somehow, mate. Yeah, be up to you, bro. 2 losses for me. Yeah, oh dear. What a shame, mate, eh? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think Wolves are in shit, mate. They really are. As much shit as Man United, I think, to be honest. Be up to you, Luca. Yeah, Lucas, you're happy with a win, 3-0 for the Arsenal. Great win for you lot against Big Ange again. Nottingham Forest. Not a great start for him. But I'm sure he'll do well eventually. He might win something again in his second season. Might win another trophy. You never know. Yeah, I'm okay, mate. Yeah, cool. Happy with it. Happy with this result. Really am. I thought we could have won it, but I just feel if we had taken a grasp of the game and really gone for them, I think we could have done it. I really do. But a point is a point. I'm glad we didn't deserve to lose. We didn't lose, so that's good. Yeah, Lewis Potter, I'm going to give him. I think he done fairly well. I don't think he offered much going forward. I'll give him a 7 as well. Pinnock, I thought was actually great. I thought he was really good. His first game for ages, I think, Ethan Pinnock. Well, first start for a while after injury and stuff. I thought he was great. I'm going to give him an 8, Ethan Pinnock. I thought he was, a lot of the time he had to deal with Neto, who's grease lightning. He's really quick and was brilliant for them, Neto. They somehow had to deal with him, and he somehow just about did at times, blocking what his shots. And because when he tore past him, he roasted him, went past him at times, but he still got back somehow and made good clearances and stops, interceptions. So for me, an 8. I've always rated Pinnock, and he's been valuable for us for a lot of years now, and it's good that he's back. He did go off eventually. We took him off, but yeah, great performance, 8. Collins, pretty solid again, although maybe it was him or Vandenberg as well that were at fault for not getting out to. Well, Vandenberg headed it onto a player and Cole Palmer scored inside the area. So he was probably at fault for that goal, really, the equaliser. And then when we didn't quite go out to block Caicedo, the edge of the area, and he scored a great goal. We didn't quite get out to him in time, as usual. So maybe they weren't quite at their best. I'm going to give Collins a 7 though. Vandenberg a 7. I don't think they were as great this time. Well, certainly second half they weren't great. Performed better in the first half, but then again we did concede 2, and some of that was down to our defence as well. Again, so yeah, 7 for both of them. I thought Jensen done okay. He come back there. Of course, he was sort of like coming in for maybe Damsgaard, I guess. But I think, he offers a lot with his passing, his playmaking ability to pass it. Great distribution. Not as great as Damsgaard, but I think I'll give him a 7. He was pretty good. And Henderson, right? I'm going to give him a great mark. He played the whole game. He controlled a lot of it in that midfield. He was great. I know I slagged him off. I said I don't really want him here, but I think he has actually been great. Henderson, most of the time he's been here, what he's done, showed his experience and quality at times. So I'm going to give him an 8. And he made that first goal for Shardy. Cracking pass over the top for Shardy to go on one-on-one. Yeah, slight deflection for the goal, but it went in. And, he had that pace, Shardy, and he's got that athleticism, a pace and quality to finish. But all that was down to Henderson's pass, was amazing pass. So I'm giving him 8. I think Shardy as well. Well, he shows he can be great most of the time, and then he goes quiet. He does nothing. He's a little bit lazy sometimes. But when he really gets into it, he's got that pace. He's got an injection of express pace. And he did threaten a lot more in this one. I thought he was really good. And, of course, scored the first goal. Because this is going to be a tough one for me. Because I think I'll probably give him a 9 Shardy. But then also I want to give Carvalho a big mark for the equaliser. A real impact sub. But I think for what he produced here, I'm gonna give Shardy man of the match. You know, he was a threat most of the time. And that pace and whatever really did scare Chelsea at times, you know. So yeah, 9 for me for Shardy, a man of the match. I thought Yarmouk is not bad. I know he's more defensively minded, really, but he does get forward well at times and does offer a bit going forward. I think he's a very good player. I know there's more to come. I know there is a very good player there. I'm going to give him a 7. I think actually he could turn into probably a really good defensive midfielder. You know, I really think maybe he is a ready-made replacement for Norgard eventually. I don't think he's quite got it just yet, Yarmouk, but I think he will do. And I want to see him getting goals now. I want to see him scoring, adding more to his game and getting goals. So 7, yeah, for Yarmouk. Thiago, I actually thought was really great in this game. I thought he offered a lot. He held it up, good touches on the ball, strong. There was a worry when he actually got a little bit of an injury. He looked like he picked up a slight injury, maybe a niggle, but he ran it off, and I thought he was really great in this game. But I'm going to give him a 7, Thiago. I think there's more to come from him as well. I really do, loads more. Manny, be up to you, my friend. That's what you get with Henderson. The experience of all those trophies with Liverpool and all those caps with England. He knows how to cope and contribute. Yeah, contribute. Yeah. Be up and well done, Steve. Yeah, cheers, bro. Cheers, my friend. The smooth operator and the super sub. Love it. Yeah, that's right, Mr. T. I like that one. That's good. Yeah, so we go on to the subs now. And of course, Aya came on for Pinnock in the 83rd minute. And I thought, well, he done really well. Also done well, Aya. And of course, was made the second goal sort of obviously with a long throw. He was the one heading it on, you know, from that long throw inside the area, and of course Carvalho equalised. So I'm going to give him a 7. You know, at least for that as well, being instrumental in that equaliser. So yeah, and obviously Carvalho on for Lewis Potter in the 90th, and made all the difference. And you know, for that Lease coming on and getting a goal, I'm giving him an 8. He made all the difference. Got the equaliser, an 8 for me. Close to being man of the match, but of course I couldn't really give it to him. He was a sub. You know, you can't really say man of the match for being on a few minutes and getting an equaliser. I'm still giving him an 8. But of course that was Shardy. I was still giving him man of the match with 9. Be up to you, Warren. Hi, Steve. I hope you're well. Yeah, definitely well, mate. Definitely. Good, buddy. Who are you playing next, mate? Well, playing Villa, by the way, yeah. Be Martinez. Again, Watkins, because that's Carabao Cup. But the G-Tech. So I think we've got another good chance, actually. I mean, Villa aren't exactly doing amazingly. Only 2 points down there in the Premier. So, yeah, I think may have a good chance, hopefully, to get through. Will be difficult, of course. Hopefully, we stop Watkins again. The League Cup, I would predict a few changes for both teams, definitely, yeah. But there will be, that's for sure. We probably will have Damsgaard back for that, which will be good. Yeah. So Carvalho, yes and 8. I know what he's got, the ability. He has got ability and talent. I hope he realises it this season, because he's been to a few clubs and hasn't quite done it. Lit up the teams he's been at with Hull and of course Liverpool. He's pretty good at Fulham, but if he produces it here for us, I think that'd be amazing. I think we'd do well this season if he can just do that, you know. But getting back to this, and I think Hickey came on for Coyote in the 83rd, and it's good to see him play. It's good to see him come on, Hickey. I'm sure Warren feels the same. See Hickey playing. Of course, playing for Scotland as well. It's good to see him back. I can only give him a 5 because he wasn't on long enough to really do that much. So I'll give him a 5. Valdemarson wasn't used. Onyeka not used. Yanelt not used. Henry came on for Igor Thiago in the 72nd minute. And problem with Henry was he did make a mistake again, like he did the other day against Sunderland when he gave away the penalty. That's a problem, but I'm glad he's back. I know he's quality. He's got pace. He's a quality defender, excellent defender. I know just needs more time, more game time, more minutes to produce it again, and not get injured, stay fit. And I think he's quality, but I'll give him a 5 still. He made that mistake, so I can't give him any more. Yeah, Nelson wasn't used. I'd like to have seen what he could have done, Reece Nelson, but no, didn't bring him on. We may be saving him for the Carabao Cup, Reece Nelson. It's possible. Ratara came on and was a total threat when he came on. You know, his pace and going forward, aggressive, attacking play. I thought he was great. Coming on for Yarmouth in the 73rd, I'll give him an 8. Because he was a real threat, especially to Cucurella. So, yeah. I thought he was really great when he came on. And, of course, the Chelsea team with Sanchez, Fofana, Hato, Caicedo, scored, Tosin, Chalobah, Pedro Neto, Fernandes, João Pedro, Buonanotte, and Gittins. The subs were, of course, Palmer, came on for Gittins in the 56 and scored. Quality, what a player. Great to see him back. They only really done stuff when they came on, though. They had offered no threat apart from when they came on. Palmer and Reece Nelson and so forth. Reece James, sorry. I call him Reece Nelson. It's Reece James. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. So Palmer came on and scored. Andre Santos, Gusto, Jorgensen, Garnacho came on for João Pedro in the 79th minute. Also a threat. Garnacho looked great. Possibly should have started for them. Possibly. Yeah, but yeah, very good. Achimpong, Reece James, of course, came on for Fofana. The 45th. George came on for Buonanotte, I think. Yeah, Buonanotte, the 45th. And Cucurella came on for Hato in the 45th as well. But yeah, I really thought we should have won this game. And yes, they had loads of possession. You see the possession, they had 66 to 34. More shots and stuff, more off target. Big chances, more possession, but that doesn't matter. The stats don't matter sometimes, and it was the score in the end that mattered, and we got a draw. We should have won it, I feel, but still, a draw is a point, and that's what matters. Warren again there. Henderson does come with a lot of experience, but It would have been much better to get a younger option. Yeah, I do agree. I agree, Warren. Unfortunately, Henderson was past his best years ago, and how is he still getting England caps? Well, I know I probably do agree with that, but he's actually great in this game with that pass for Shardy. So I have to give him credit when he produces, when he does something. I always give him credit for that. And when he's shit again, I will let him know. I will say that. I will say he's shit and say he's not good enough. But while he's doing okay, while he's doing well, I'll praise him. Warren again would be a good addition to the Brentford coaching team, but not the team. Brentford deserves better. Well, yeah, I hope so. I hope we do get better, Warren. I feel we probably will get better than that eventually. We got a January window now as well to come, transfer window. I'm sure we're going to get more players in. We've got to still get a replacement for Visser, of course. So, we're going to make some additions then. So, yeah. And as I say, though, we have got Villa next at the G-Tech. Those next. That's this Tuesday. I will be doing a preview soon. It'll be probably tomorrow, the preview. Manny again. Henderson has ambitions of making the World Cup squad and playing well at club level for at least one more season. I think if and when he achieves the aim, he'll phase himself out. Maybe, probably. Yeah. So anyway, Fulham. Yeah, we got Aston Villa. That's a tough one, Carabao Cup. But of course, I'll be doing the preview tomorrow, and then Fulham next Saturday, Craven Cottage. Hopefully doing a preview this week as well for that. And then, of course, we got Man United. Man United on Saturday, 27th of September. They were in real shit street. A real mess. Man United. So, will be a good time to play them, I think. A very good time. Manny again, and frankly, as long as he's still putting in some good performances, Brentford will benefit and will stay up. That's the way I see it. Yeah, possibly. I hope so. I really do. You should beat United again. Again, they really hate coming to the G-Tech. Well, yeah, last time we beat them 4-3, didn't we? So, yeah, of course we had Bramo, we had Visser, and so forth, but still, I think we got enough there, and they look poor. They look really poor today again against City. Well beaten, 3-0. Haaland, I said to everyone, Haaland's back. Got 5 against Moldova. They think it's Moldova. It is now, and it could be for United. It could be for Amorim. He could be getting that sack, So I think, yeah. Haaland was brilliant. City were back to their best almost. And I think United are struggling in real shit. And you must make sure that Bramo does not score against you. That would be a tragic storyline. Well, I wouldn't surprise me though, Manny, because we do always get our ex-players scoring against us. So. But I think he's a great player still, and he should have had at least 2 or 3 goals today. But for Donnarumma, fantastic save from him. That's the class of Donnarumma, and United really should have got him. They really should have got him, I mean, if we had fucking Donnarumma, we'd be amazing. We'd be right up there probably. So, if they got him instead of this Lamens and all that, I think they would have been better. But yes, Ollie Watkins. Yeah, well, we kept him out last time though, Manny, in the Premier. We kept him out. So we might be able to do that again. I hope so. Get us through the Carvalho Cup. I hope it does. So I hope we get through. Yeah, we do have players keep scoring against us, our old players, but that's the way it is. Shit happens, I suppose. So, yeah, Warren again, Brentford deserve better than someone who will help them just stay up. The idea of any football club is to improve its squad every season, and Henderson doesn't improve Brentford's squad. No, he's good. He's a temporary measure for me. I hope that is all it'll be. One season, and then maybe a coach. I don't know. Maybe going to coaching with us or whatever. That doesn't carry on. So for one season, yeah, we see what he can do, and that's fair enough. Then that'd be it. And then we move on. We get better. We get younger options, and everything. He's only short term for me, Warren. He's not long term. So we'll see. But yeah, it was good. I'm happy with this score. Yeah, we should have won it, no doubt, 1-0 up. I don't think Chelsea were fantastic. I thought they were certainly better when they had, obviously, Palmer and everything came on. A lot more threat, Garnacho. But I don't think they were absolutely amazing, scintillating. And I thought we'd done as well and should have beaten them, really. But that's us, so we're over, we can't hold on. And trying to defend yet again is wrong. Why are we still trying to defend? I don't get it. United are going down if things don't improve. They are a mess. Exactly. Totally. Yes, but we have to go forward. We have to attack. Why do we keep defending? It's the same. It's exactly the same under Thomas. Yeah, you could say Thomas was a better manager, but even he got it wrong, and sometimes kept parking the bus, and it didn't help. If we'd got out of our own half more and attacked, we wouldn't have been in that shit. We wouldn't have been letting them equalise, injury time or whatever, last minute injury time goals or whatever. We have to go forward more. It's important. We have to start doing that. United, read that. What a good result off the game behind, but you could and should have won. Exactly, Warren. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, buddy, yeah? Yeah, we should have done. I thought, you go 1-0 up, guns, settle it and finish them off. Finish these teams off. Don't let them come back. And it's the same again, though. We've done that again. We let them come back. But our resilience, as Keith said, and happy birthday to Keith Andrews, by the way. It was his birthday yesterday, 45. Be up to the guy. Happy birthday to him. Or was it 46? I don't know. 46, I think. I don't know. I think he's 46. But anyway. No, 40. Sorry. He is 45. Sorry, Keith. Apologies, my friend. Apologies to our new manager. He's 45. Sorry about that. But, good luck to him. Brilliant. I'm glad that he's doing well here. There's a long way to go. It could still go sour. It could go to shit. But for the time being, it's going well. With 4 points on the board and 12. But that's not bad. I'm quite happy with that, really. And sooner or later, we'll be above Man United again, won't we? So that'd be even better. So, yeah, it's all looking good. It's all looking good for the Bees, But then again, some people will still say we're going to go down, won't they? They say we're relegation fodder. We're shit. We're finished. We're going down to the Championship. We know who they are who say that. So-called experts. experts. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I hope they get a rude awakening with this and a big surprise, and we stay in the Premier, which we deserve to. Andrews is doing well at the moment. Yes, he is doing well. And long may it continue, I hope. But there will be a stage where it gets tricky and hard for him, and I hope he comes through that okay, because I know it's going to get tougher at times. When we get the really big teams, the Arsenals, the Liverpool, City, even probably Spurs again, because we're up against our old manager. That won't be easy either. But there's some other great teams, bigger teams in this Premier, and we know we're going to have it tough. Newcastle probably as well be a tough one. So we're going to hit some bumps at times, and it's how we get through all that. And I just know we're not as bad as people think. Though we are not a really bad team, and I'm saying at the moment we are definitely better than some of those below us there. The likes of the West Hams and Wolves and so forth. We're better than those. We're better than Leeds. I think Burnley are actually a very good team. I think Burnley were good. I think they're doing all right. They should have at least got a point today. Against Liverpool, yes, Liverpool. Who've done it once again, injury time. But it's because that prick put his arm out. Hannibal, ex-United player. Hannibal put his arm out, didn't he? And give away the penalty. And Burnley would have had 0-0 and a point against Liverpool. Well, they actually seem to be doing all right, Burnley. Maybe they might stay up. You never know. Yeah, the so-called experts will never admit they are wrong, mate. No, exactly. Of course they won't. You could beat Arsenal, Steve. They aren't all that. Well, I hope, but then again, I think there is some great players there. I mean, you have got look at Zubimendi, got 2 for you. I know you don't rate him, Warren, but he got 2, and I thought Eze was great. I thought Madueke was great. If Gyökeres can get a few more goals, can start scoring, keep scoring after this, well, it could be you could be formidable. And, I know what you're saying there, Warren, but you still probably won't win anything because you got a clown as manager. He's always going to stop you from winning anything. But if he can keep it going without doing overcomplicated stuff, which we know he wants to do, and change stuff, if he keeps it simple and doesn't overcomplicate it, maybe you got a chance of winning something, maybe. None of those players are world class. Oh, well, Norgard is. I beg to differ. Norgard. You've got Norgard, don't forget. Now, he's quality. What a player. Well, we let him go, but still. I still think in a way we knew what we were doing there. We probably knew he had his best years and he had his best, performance, best season, where he got, I think it was 7 goals last season. His best season. We probably knew, he had it. His best was gone, and we could move him on. I don't think we'd have let him go to you if we didn't think that. So, but we keep saying that. We keep saying we're not going to let our best players go, but we still let Visser and we let Bramo go. So you can't really believe that. But in Visser's case, I'm fucking glad the bastard's gone. I hate him. He totally disrespected us, everything he done. He caused so much shit at the end of it. And I'm glad he went. And I'm glad he got injured. Not playing for Newcastle, because that's what he deserves. He deserves bad stuff to happen. And if we're playing them and he's playing, I hope we thrash them. Or as Kevin Keegan would say, I'd love it. I'd love it if we beat them. I'd love it if we beat Newcastle. I'd fucking love it. With that bastard playing fucking Visser. I'd love it if we beat them. None of these players are world class, no? Oh yeah, I went and said all that, didn't I? Like Henderson, but mate, best years behind him. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But he's doing all right at the moment. But I'll go for him. I'll go for any of them, him as well, when they start playing shit or doing bad shit, horrible, useless stuff. I will go for him. That'll be it. I will have a rant and say, oh, it's not good enough. But while it's going well, it's going okay. You know, all's good. It's all good. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. As I say, my next one will be the preview tomorrow, the Carvalho Cup for obviously Bees against Aston Villa. That'll be tomorrow. Hopefully, try and get a fan on, a Villa fan if I can. I'll try. If not, it'll just be me. And if anyone else wants to hop on, you're welcome on, Warren, to discuss it, or anyone else is happy to come on. Because I might not find another Villa fan, possibly. But anyone else is welcome. It may be around 12 or 1, possibly something like that. Maybe 1 o'clock. But yeah, and probably won't be a cricket stream either, because obviously we know what happened. That was rained off today at Nottinghamshire. At Nottingham, it was rained off, and finished 1-1 the series. So yeah, Kevin Turvey. And he's a massive Villa fan, Kevin Turvey. Yeah, I remember that. Rick Mel, yeah. Oh, he was brilliant, mate. He was fucking superb, Rick Mel. Kevin Turvey. Yeah, he was fucking funny. Loved it. So sad that he passed away, Rick Mel. It was really, really sad. Fantastic, really funny. Young ones and all that bottom, you know, Brit. And the Rick and the young ones, yeah. Okay, Neil. What are you doing, Neil? And all that, you know. Oh, ha, 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 ha. That thing they done with, remember that with Cliff Richard, the living doll and all that stuff. That was funny. Take a look at her hair, it's real. If you don't believe what I say, just feel. You know, all that, you know. I wrap her up in a trunk. You know, all that, you know. That was so funny, man. Oh, what you started again now, Warren. Look what you started, man. It's so funny. Those were the times, the big, you know, 80s and that. The comedy and everything, you know. So he's really is missed. We all miss him. Rick Mel, he was superb. He was funny. Amazing. I mean, I always remember that Drop Dead Fred. I got that video of that as well with him, that film. You know, it flopped. It was, you know, didn't do as well, but I thought it was a great film, and he was brilliant in it, Rick Mel. But yeah, gonna have to go, guys, and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the weekend, the football weekend. Plenty more to come this week. Of course, there's all Champions League and everything this week. Of course, the Carabao Cup. Of course, plenty of football to come this week. So everyone enjoy that. Please follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Mr. B for Life 182 is on obviously Insta. Mr. B High Football Chat, Mr. B Chats England Cricket. Please keep subbing, smashing those likes. Please get me up to 200. I'm still only on 172. Let's get that going up, guys. It was shooting up at one stage. It was fucking like express train at one point with this. And now it's gone. It stopped. I don't know what's happened, guys, but come on. Let's get this going up. And I'm going to go, man, guys. I'm going to bounce. So thanks to everyone that's been in the live chat. Warren, Manny, Luca, and Kev. And Harry, of course. On Hardy. Not forgetting Hardy. And somebody called Not Frosty, whoever that was. But thanks to them as well. People watching watching live or on playback. Luca, I can't forget Luca as well. Anyway, live or on playback, thanks to everyone. And I'm going to bounce until the next one, guys. I'm out of here. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone.